It's been very contentious. FDOT says, earlier that they haven't had the greatest season so far. Well, they haven't. It's been a struggle at times for Long Beach. But hey, if there's any time to get the ship righted, it's right now. And they have to pick up a save to start things off with Helmsy.
So how do they follow things up? One more match to go here on kind of a fast-moving Tuesday night. Ball blocked away here. Mango Sticky Rice trying to play one in. That's right at time. I mean, just get a load of these names, right? You've got Mango Sticky Rice. You've got Sugar and Time. Bernie, which just describes accurately every time I cook anything. Sugar up the ladder here, looking to drop one off the bar. Follow-up from Time is blocked away as well by Helmsy. One more chance after a backflip. Bernie's there, and he scores.
Yeah, Bernie. All he has to do is punch that in, and that was that on the assignment. Helmsy was trying to grab that first ball, but as soon as he flipped on the goal line, he was out of boost. And at that point, Long Beach, they had 2 commit on the line. Nobody was going to be available for the follow-up. So that was going to be pretty easy for Missouri S&T. Those rebounds are going to be critical, Stacks. Missouri S&T, they're going to be able to challenge you on those back walls, or the back wall and the back board. If they can't grab those rebounds, Long Beach, that'll be a long match for them.
Oh, double demolitions. Bernie got hung up again, and tactical whiffs will tie the game.
A double demo and then a scary potential bump to boot. Helmsy just went full bore into the net. And Long Beach were fed up with how that last goal was scored. Like, look, we promise. It doesn't matter. I love when plays like that happen, because when you get a demo goal, if you've been getting beat, and granted, it's only been a minute, but like, it just wipes away any bad feelings in that game that you had. And you're like, that felt really good to get back.
Tactical whiffs, trying to go over Sugar. He does. Bernie is right there. Now Helmsy's got to get there ahead of Sugar, and does. Trying to get that midfield boost, but Sugar stole it right out from underneath him. And Time shot, easily blocked by Mango Sticky Rice, right over to a teammate. And MSR cannot clear the zone, as Bernie is going to have a lot of time and space. Helmsy gave him a lot of respect there. His tack whiffs now, bringing one all the way downfield, and everybody just stayed back. They knew a big booming clear was coming from Sugar. They didn't expect Time would almost score with a bank shot off the ceiling. And then Helmsy made a last-second adjustment as he had to make a reflex save coming across.
I'm surprised that wasn't a goal for Missouri S&T. That was as good as a challenge as Time was going to get. And then that follow-up shot was almost just as good. But credit to Long Beach State hanging on there. Helmsy already 3 saves and almost got the goal on the pinch. Whew, that was a little close.
Just narrowly missing on one of the better shots we've seen all night. That will go all the way across for tactical whiffs, but he didn't have the midfield boost. He'll have to go all the way back and require MSR to make a turn. He'll have that midfield boost if he wants it. But at what cost? Helmsy makes a good challenge, but Time and S&T are coming right back. Sugar shot denied by Mango. Now Bernie again looking for Time. Found him, and another big block by Helmsy. Great proactive defense we're seeing out of Long Beach State, as it has looked at times like Missouri S&T was going to have some opportunities. They've been cut out by great play around midfield.
Well, all S&T were doing was booming the ball right back to the orange half. So Long Beach, it was easy just to sit back. I mean, you even saw a player on defense. He was just sitting on the back wall while the ball was in midfield, and all 3 players on S&T were sitting at the midfield line. Oh, and Bernie snuck it in. He got his second. I didn't think this was going in at all, but hang on a second. So, huge mistouch by Mango Sticky Rice, and Bernie hit long ball over on the far side of the net.
And Helmsy also missed the full boost sitting in the corner. Might not have mattered after he turned. I don't think he would have had enough time to get back, but it certainly didn't help him any. Kind of funny how a stationary target, one of the hardest things to hit on the field, the next hardest being an open net. That ball bounces off a defender, off the crossbar. We look back the other way. Big stop by Sugar. Both teams getting quality chances about 10 seconds apart. But it's Missouri S&T, the Miners, hanging on to a 1-goal lead here. Just over a minute to go in game 1, maybe 2. No, it's going to be stopped by MSR.
Well, now S&T have the space again, but that pass is just too weak. Too far in front of time. Bernie's forced to make a defensive stop. Bernie's forced to make another defensive stop. So good enough, okay, for S&T. You stop the counterattack, but now you need a long clear. He might get it here. Actually, Mango Sticky Rice stays back a little bit. It's dangerous. S&T back on offense.
Jack Worst battles for that midfield boost with time. Good drop down by Sugar. It's left MSR in a real tough spot, and he couldn't even go for that corner boost. So big boost steal out of S&T, but it didn't matter because while they were up stealing boost, they got their hand caught in the sticky rice jar.
Oh, Sugar turned upfield with no boost. He picked up a pad as he turned up. That 12 isn't going to get you downfield. Even if that challenge happens, like, even if your teammate makes that challenge, you're in no position to go for that. You're better off that midfield boost doesn't spawn for you. So just take the long rotation back. It's okay to give up a little ground. You've done it a couple of times now, but it's better to do that than take a risky chance as Bernie's up, but he can't get to the shot in time. It's taken away.
Wow. What a finish that would have been. And uh-oh, this is still trouble. Helmsley's got to get this out of the way, and Long Beach State are just praying for overtime right now. After they've been in a real tough spot, Tactical Whip, he's still having trouble getting this down to the ground. And now maybe Long Beach, no, they will finally ground this, and we go to overtime in game 1. All right, buckle up, here we go.
Now, S&T have to be careful. Long Beach, they've given you space in midfield. Use it. Time's got the catch. Here we go.
It'll be Helmsy's shot. It beat Sugar, but did not beat Old Ironsides, who's just about undefeated in the net. Sugar, oh, he lost control, and MSR makes him pay.
Oh, Sugar flubbed it in front of the net. He tried to catch it, but he timed his flip poorly. He needed to let that ball fall in front of him a little bit farther. When he flipped, it was on the top of his hood. That will give you 0 power, and it was free. As free as can be for Mango Sticky Rice Stacks. That is as simple as it got for Sugar there.
Boy, that's got to be a tough one for Missouri S&T to give up. You know, we talked so much about Oregon and North Texas both stealing a game off of each other, a game that the other team certainly deserved to win going their way. That's one that Missouri S&T is going to look back at as this series goes on and think,
18 shots.
Yeah, and think, you know what? We kind of let this one get away.
Yeah.
And now they find themselves trailing in the series 0-1 after that. Welcome to the West Coast. Welcome to Western Conference CRL. We don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. And I'm sure you have no idea what's going on. It's fine. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Helmsy trying to chase this down with all of 6 boost. He won't be able to, but time looking to get a pass off to Bernie, off the backboard, and Mango Sticky Rice is there to send this all the way downfield. And here we go again. You know, after going into overtime that first game, now the teams have to kind of reset with a whole 5 minutes on the clock. And while that's, you know, it's kind of a gift in some cases, I think it might be a curse here for S&T, who've got to feel like, man, we got to go through all this work again if we want to take a game in this series.
Well, I mean, the challenges have been pretty tough to contend with, especially right there from Mango Sticky Rice. It puts the ball in a place where you weren't. But they do a good job working the ball back in front of the box. And Long Beach aren't perfect. They double commit there in front, and it bangs off the crossbar again. Old Ironsides, they are S&T's worst nightmare. It was 9 of the 18 shot stacks. I'm completely speculating. 9 out of the 18 shots. Missouri S&T get the bump. Birdie gets the goal. It doesn't matter how many times they hit the crossbar. They get this one.
You know, they're just, well, they're a science and technology school. They're testing the integrity of the post and the crossbar on
every
both
hypothesis
ends of the
is
field.
only as good as your last test. Right.
Of course. Well, they're off to a 1-0 start here in game 2. Maybe they have solved the puzzle. We'll see. Probably want a couple more insurance goals, at least, to feel really good about this against a Long Beach State team that, tell you what, they are no pushovers, and they are not going to go easily.
certainly won't. But Missouri S&T is starting to get a little more aggressive on the goal line. And so Long Beach not only having to contend with finding consistent clears, but now you got to keep your camera on a swivel whenever you're sitting on the goal line because they might be hunting for you. Look at this pass from Time. That changeup actually almost worked out in their favor. And he keeps the ball away to give Bernie another chance at it. They're going to steal the boost, or Sugar rather. And Time hasn't picked up a single boost pad, and he went end-to-end on the orange half and was able to carry the ball and make a challenge twice for his team, buying Missouri S&T tons of time there.
They have owned possession here in the first 2 minutes. Sugar going after Tack Whiffs, didn't get him, and Mango Sticky Rice made sure Bernie didn't get that ball cleanly through the corner. Sugar and Bernie kind of crisscross on the right side. It'll be Time shot, blocked by MSR, well out in front. The overtime hero of game one. Bernie sails one high here. Tack Whiffs didn't fall for it. Now, this ball just continues to go back and forth. It's almost like they're playing monkey in the middle, just bouncing this off the backboard. Here's Helmsy now. Let that ball get away from him. And yet again, ball ends up right back on the Long Beach half of the field. Bernie's shot this time saved away by Helmsy, who had just landed. He just recovered. Boy, I mean, they are hanging on by the slimmest of margins to a 1-goal deficit. And now they may have a chance to tie right like that. No, Mango's shot goes well wide.
That's one he's going to want back if they can't tie this up quickly. He ran out of boost right before he could take the shot, and he was trying to wrap around it quickly. He wanted to get the shot off quick so the defender couldn't get enough time to read the play. But they might be hurting if they can't pick it up quickly. They're going to stay back on this one. Missouri S&T Stacks, I feel like they've done a better job adjusting to what Long Beach have given them. Long Beach continue to sit back on defense, try to trap the ball, carry it out, and then, capitalize on a quick counterattack. But Missouri S&T have been creeping up more. They've been challenging the ball more. It's flipping around. Long Beach are starting to get the ball, but how do they keep it consistently? Bernie, good delay, back over to Sugar.
For all the pressure that Missouri S&T has had, they've got 6 shots here to exactly 0 from Long Beach State, or 0 that have been on target officially from Long Beach State. They still only have a 1-goal lead, and only having a 1-goal lead against Long Beach State is what cost them in game one. It was just one loose ball, one errant touch that Mango Sticky Rice was able to bury into the net to tie the game and then eventually win it in OT. One errant touch here as well, and this game is not tied. What a save by Sugar!
Ooh, Sugar! The ball was hit off the post. It bounced off the perfect part of his car to bounce into the corner. Are you kidding me? What? I can't even get that lucky.
That looked like a slam dunk. There was no way that ball could not end up in the S&T net. And lo and behold, it's still 1-zip. Maybe not for long. Oh, tactical whiffs with a tactical whiff, and he couldn't catch up to Bernie. Now Helmsy. Oh, this could be right on Mango's nose. It is not. He just overshot it. Now Bernie camping that corner boost, and it spawns right as he leaves it. Chance now for Long Beach State. They had numbers, but Mango couldn't get the ball downfield. And this is over, and the series is tied.
This was more than winnable for Long Beach Stacks. Mango Sticky Rice specifically, how many opportunities did he have for a shot? He only has 2 registered shots on net because he straight whiffed the last 3 opportunities that he had. These aren't hard balls. These weren't hard balls to shoot on. He just straight up, it's the timing. He's rushing it. You could tell when you're on his cam and he's taking some of these passes, he's rushing the progression. He either thinks the challenge from Missouri S&T is going to come a little bit quicker, or he's panicking because they have had 0 success on offense. They registered 2 total shots on net, and they were both from Mango Sticky Rice, and one of them was a whisper.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they had their chances, man. That's all.
No, they certainly did. Boy, to say they had their chances is a bit of an understatement. And that scoreboard total, it's not accurate. Certainly. Long Beach State, both teams, if they lost that game, they're going to be looking back at that going, you know what? Kind of left some opportunities on the table. And now that both teams have one of those games under their belt, and they've won a game that, you know, they kind of look back at and go, all right, we'll take it. Now we go on to game 3.
You win a game, you win another game. It's a best of 5, but now it's a best of 3.
Yeah, there you go.
We've been here before.
Yeah, we have been here before. Shout out to Nose Dude. I know he's watching. I think he's doing some collegiate stuff, actually, over in the A10.
Is Nose Dude?
I think he is. Tack whiffs right down Broadway into an open net.
Tactical whiffs. Puts on the tactical shot. It's good power. Nice shot. I mean, you caught the whole rotation out. They didn't expect to lose that initial challenge so hard. Third man was nowhere near anything to be able to get anything done. You take advantage on it off the long ball. I'm still on this Nose Dude thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's my last statement on it.
Yeah. You know, after we had him up in Toronto and we had to drag him kicking and screaming to get him in front of a camera. Here's Helmsy adding to the lead for Long Beach State. And, it hasn't been pretty for the Beach, but they've got a couple goals here and they've got a commanding lead by anybody's standards in this series.
I think Time should have waited. I know Time wanted to take the challenge there, but the truth is, even if Time gets to that ball in the corner, he's the last man back. And corner challenges on defense, they're low percentage plays. Like, how many times, if you have to buy time for your team, a challenge in the corner rarely is the way you want to get it done. Typically, you want to try to receive that ball. You might get it back here as they're set up on offense again. Sugar, 1 touch, Sugar 2, but it's saved by Mango Sticky Rice diving back on the play.
Tactical whiffs, waiting out time, and Mango Sticky Rice wasn't ready for the pass when it finally came, and it was a little too hot anyways. So now Time. Right back the other way, and he's blocked by Helmsy, but that goes right to Bernie, and his shot blocked by Mango Sticky Rice.
Well, for all that Mango Sticky Rice was lacking on offense last game, he's making up for it on defense in this game as a couple of solid clears and picked up that last save as well in net. Nice pass. Nice shot, but blocked.
What a block. Time had that read perfectly, and a good thing, because if that got off his car, that was going to be a missile going right through the net. But Time made the stop, and now they may have to make another stop. As he climbs up to the backboard, goes right by the ball. I think the way he landed on the backboard kind of threw off his speed, and a little fortunate that nobody from Long Beach State was playing for the miss. Now to be tactical whiffs racing to the side, but Bernie's over top of him. Sugar going for Helmsy, didn't get him. Now Bernie got this ball central, but tactical whiffs with another big clear downfield as Long Beach State. All they've done after amassing a 2-goal lead is repel everything that Missouri S&T has thrown their way. Send the ball downfield, and you see they barely even breach the center line. Tactical whiffs bravely goes across. His shot is wide, and now they'll finally come up. It looked like S&T had a chance to just rush right back downfield. They squandered that. Now they finally can, but valuable time has come off the clock as they try to get back into game 3.
Now they'll get another quick clear. Tactical whiffs. Perfect launch to beat Sugar to that midfield challenge. That's going to do wonders for Mango Sticky Rice, who actually makes another good challenge and hops over another. Okay. Chill out, Mango. It's okay. Bernie's coming back around and tries to go for the bump onto Helmsy, who just took it. It didn't even look like he moved an inch.
There was nobody immediately back, but Bernie had time to play that ball. Tactical whiffs was waiting for midfield boost, had to go up the wall instead. We've seen that's kind of been a theme, waiting for those boost pads to spawn. That's how quickly these players are getting to it. Now tactical whiffs. Over to Mango Sticky Rice, just barely off the mark, and Sugar with a big clear. That caught Helmsy by surprise, and Missouri S&T is right back in it.
I mean, Sugar has the perfect touch. He pitched it off the backboard. Long Beach isn't ever going to expect that. Bernie, he also still has to get a decent redirect on net, and he got a perfect redirect on net from midfield. So there you go, Missouri S&T. That's how you get back on the board.
Bernie looking to tie the game, but that is blocked away to the corner. Did get Mango Sticky Rice into the net, and was still interfering with him on his way out. but MSR made the stop and at least got something towards the net. Here goes Bernie again, and Helmsy there to shut the door. Up in the air, Time making sure Tactical Whiffs doesn't get this any further downfield, but MSR is right there, as he has been so often for Long Beach State, and Helmsy went up as well. They're going to be slow getting back. Now it's an open net. A Sugar can turn it on target. No, and Mango Sticky Rice gets back in time.
That was tough for Sugar. He was close to that ball, and the distance between him and the back wall was closing very quickly. He had to try to get that ball as far over as possible, just didn't have the length to be able to do it. So while it looked like an open net for Missouri S&T, it was actually a pretty tight situation for Sugar to be in.
Mango indirect for himself, but intercepted by Time with 30 seconds to go. Bernie's got to get there, and he just barely does. Now Tactical Whiffs looking for the dagger, not going to get anything. 15 seconds to go with Time coming out of the corner. Oh, that was teed up for Bernie, but he couldn't read it in time. Now down to 10 seconds. Tactical Whiffs is just next man up for Long Beach State. Just delaying S&T for as long as they can. Somebody's got to get under this ball, and, well, Mango had a chance to spike it and did not. And there is still a chance, but Tac Whiffs finally puts an end to it. Long Beach State, one game away from closing out the night with a dub.
Nicely done by Long Beach State, especially in midfield at the end. It can be so easy to turtle in that situation. You're like, nope, we're a goal up. Don't try to force anything. But you have 3 players on the pitch for a reason. Use that first man aggressively in midfield. You won that challenge, and that made everything exponentially more difficult for S&T in that last 15 seconds. I liked the counterattack opportunities we saw from S&T Stacks, but it just took too long to get going. Mango Sticky Rice, it was a huge form, what am I looking for? Reformation, if you will, from the last game where he wasn't hitting shots. This time he kind of got out of the shot role, and he was more defensive minded in this game. 3 critical saves for Long Beach State. Like how it's ended up for them. But Missouri S&T aren't out of this by any stretch. I would not be surprised to see this go 5.
Some other results that have come in, especially on the western side of things. We've talked about Nebraska getting off to such a slow start as we wait for Time to get back in here. He had to take care of a little technical problem. Nebraska's got another dub. They take down Washington State 3-1 in an off-stream match. UW Platteville has had kind of a rough night. They've run into a real tough Central Florida team. And Waterloo also got the better of them a little while ago. And other matches, of course, still going on. If we get any other results as the night goes on, we will certainly keep you updated. You know, the battle for the teams kind of climbing up on the right-hand side of the standings, as you'll see at the end of the night. You're going to see some teams starting to kind of creep up a little on the rest of the middle of the pack. That's why it's so important for either of these teams to come out with a win here and distance themselves even further from those teams like Nebraska that are on the move.
Yeah, absolutely, Stacks. But look, here's what I'm gonna say. All right, when we wait for Time to get back in.
Wait for Time. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna point out the obvious joke, but you're here. I get it. It's what you do.
I know. I just hit those softballs.
But I actually think about like Long Beach in Game 4, because Missouri S&T just a little divey on defense, no confidence in midfield, and maybe a new game gives you some new life, but they left the physical game that was working really well. That was really one thing that was forcing Long Beach to just stay back. It's because they kept feeling like they were going to get demoed. So I think that if Missouri S&T want to get back into this and force Game 5, it's not that the physical game is the answer before the game is played. I think you take what the game gives you once you start. However, it is something that was successful for them in the game that they did win. And they don't got any more chances, so we'll see how it plays out.
Time is back, time is in, and we are ready to go. It is must win for Missouri S&T. They've got to get a goal out of somebody not named Bernie. He's got all 4 for them. in this series, in a series where every game has been decided by just one goal. Let's see what Time does after he completely restarted his computer. Let's see if it's any benefit or if it's just placebo effect. Sugar shot. Oh, this is dangerous.
What?
And that is one of the most bizarre own goals I've seen in CRL.
Oh, no. He tried to catch the ball. We've all been there where we're like, I'm going to catch it and dribble it. And then the ball bounces right over your car. Except that was the worst place for the ball to bounce over your car because it bounces right off the post into your teammate who was right next to you. Like, you're asking for disaster at that point. Ooh.
There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, that is not a very tactically sound play from Tactical Whiffs. It may be 2-0. Oh, what a block right at the near post.
But also, you're not familiar with the tactical own goal? That's the big brain play, right?
Well, you know, I was expounding the virtues of the own goal in the pre-show.
You were. That's why I mentioned it.
No, I can at least appreciate it. I don't think it was the play here, but there's still 3.5 minutes, 3 3/4 minutes actually, for Long Beach State to prove me wrong. Helmsy trying to catch Sugar by surprise. Opportunity for Mango. Sticky Rice off the demo and the shot sails high. They got 2 demos on Bernie and Sugar, and they're not going to be able to take advantage of it as S&T is back to full strength.
I mean, no disrespect to Mango Sticky Rice, but he should probably just let Helmsy or Tactical Whiff shoot the ball from now on. Maybe he should be taking the demos. The poor guy, every time he shoots it, it's just a little off. His accuracy hasn't been the best tonight. And I don't mean that to rag on him. I just mean that in a, just what I've seen in this match. Oh, the double from Bernie was right into Mango Sticky Rice, and he picks up the save. That's where his specialty has really been, is on defense and in the passing game.
MSR was the hero of Game 1. He had an assist and both the game-tying and game-winning goals, and since then, very silent on the offensive end. Helmsy right at Bernie as he got back in time, and Time and Bernie are both kind of tangled up in the corner, but Time comes away with this. What a win over MSR, but Helmsy is going to be there to continue the play out. Now Sugar's shot is saved by Tactical Whiffs.
You can see that kind of shot.
Yeah, you can see they're trying to break out just a little faster. I think they kind of sense the urgency of the moment, the chance to close out S&T. But Missouri S&T will not let them out of the zone. The Miners bringing it right back in. Time's shot is blocked away again.
Well, that's why the first touch on that kind of play, if you're going for a flip reset, is so important. If that ball juts out from you even a little far away, it's going to be impossible to actually be a threat. And Missouri S&T are under threat right now against Long Beach. They finally get a long clear downfield. Time is there. Redirect is good. Beautifully done. Long shot from midfield.
Well, yep. Restart fixed everything. That's like the first thing they ask you in tech support. Have you turned it off and back on, sir? Yes, Time has. And now he has scored with less than 2 minutes left in a game that the Miners must win. See if they can continue to grow this lead. Tactical Whiffs on the offensive end for now, but Sugar there forcing Helmsy to stay back a moment. And here come the Miners again. Time feeling it, looking for one for the highlight reel, and Bernie is there for the shot that's blocked away by MSR yet again.
Well, Helmsy's the guy to thank now on the push as well. Hang on a second. Do they have a push? Long Beach, they've had their chances again. The games they've dropped, they haven't been able to shoot the ball. This time the shooting is there, but the blocks keep coming from Missouri S&T. Sugar missed this. Here's Tactical Whiffs. He's denied by Bernie.
Long Beach State have had a couple, and Mango Sticky Rice has been on the business end of a couple of shots that, boy, they've been grade S opportunities, but they haven't found the net. Now he's going to try again, but Time is up there to meet him as he bails out Bernie, who was stuck on the ground. He didn't have any boost to work with, and now he gets bumped kind of into a clear. It knocked him out of the play. Sugar makes the save, and again, the Beach are stymied and frustrated. Time shot blocked away, but now the follow-up, and Helmsy cuts it out.
Well, you said it, Stacks. I think Long Beach got to be frustrated on this offensive push. Look at the work done to get that ball out to Helmsy from Tactical Whiffs, but it doesn't matter. Missouri S&T's defense too strong in Game 4. You can't break through this. It's going to take a couple more demos or maybe a quick counterattack. What a shot in time. Had he not been in the perfect spot, he was sitting on the goal line waiting for that. Those powerful shots can be hard to block if you're racing towards it.
Oh, Helmsy will force this through. They finally threw caution to the wind. There were a few times where this ball kind of went out in front and nobody was there for it. This time they sent the house and it worked out.
Yeah, last man back tried to stay with it. I believe that was Bernie, and he had no boost as he's coming out. He had too much lateral momentum, and so you need that forward momentum to actually get some gumption on the challenge. Otherwise, you will slide right by the ball, and it's as if you never touched it.
Last chance for Long Beach State to try and force overtime. The ball's going to stay up for a moment. Tactical Whiffs is not going to get there, and yes, we're going to go to Game 5 again.
Well, you know, I was curious about this match when I was thinking about it in my predictions. I remember liking how I saw Missouri S&T play last week against Mizzou and Long Beach State. I just really didn't know what to make of this team. They weren't posting the results that I would want them to in order to pick them against a team like Missouri S&T. But you said it, Stacks, like these are two middle-of-the-pack Western teams. It's like, you know, European RLCS. Besides BDS and Vitality, you don't know what the heck's going to happen when two teams play each other. Like, it'll be a 3-0 or some kind of 3-2 nonsense with a 7-minute overtime. That might be what this Game 5 is. But this is kind of why I had to struggle picking it. I liked Missouri S&T because of Bernie. Bernie specifically, his shooting, which we've seen today, has been pretty good. Long Beach State's defense has held on to him for a good while. We're on Champions Field now, Stacks. I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
With the iconic voice of Callum the Shogun in the background, we go to Game 5 one more time. You know what? I'm going to say you put me up to it as well.
He's so... Oh, did he? I believe it if Shogun told you to do it. I believe he would tell you to do it.
Oh, no, I'm going to tell him you put me up to it when he inevitably comes for my neck.
These are lies.
Mango Sticky Rice trying to get this downfield, and now Sugar, only one man to beat, but that one man is Helmsy. And how good has he been defensively for Long Beach State? They try to close this out. Their second shot at S&T here in Game 5. Tactical Whiffs going up to meet Time. And Mango Sticky Rice, just another booming clear, and I think you can expect a very conservative approach from both teams. Just throw the ball downfield, don't overcommit, wait for someone to make a mistake. And that, for better or worse, it has served a lot of teams.
I think that's the wrong play, though. I think that's the wrong play for Long Beach. Just for Long Beach, because they've been giving up too much ground to Missouri S&T. Like, Missouri S&T have been so successful in the counterattack. They might not score, but they at least put everyone on Long Beach back. So, like, if I'm Long Beach, you need to have someone in midfield at all times. Otherwise, Time is going to redirect it, and Sugar's going to dunk all over you. It's not a dunk, but beautifully done.
Oh, I mean, he is just styling and profiling and going right through the defense like a hot knife through butter. And Sugar single-handedly dismantles the Long Beach defense, and the Miners are up 1-0. You know, we saw in that last game, Jorby, it took Long Beach a lot of time to finally break through, but they had their opportunities. You have to imagine they're going to be bringing the house early and often now.
Well, they haven't really been able to play from behind against S&T. Long Beach have a lot of struggles.
You were saying?
But those struggles have ended, Stacks. And now it's all tied.
All right, RLCS will break this one down for me.
This is Rocket League.
Yep, it sure is. Yeah. It sure is. Well, we're right back where we started. Might as well have just not even played the first couple of minutes if it was going to bring us back like that. Here goes Sugar. He's got Time in support. Now Bernie coming up to support as well, but it's a roll wide and right to Tactical Whiffs. That first touch got away from him, but Time couldn't intercept. Bernie, after the demolition on MSR, they're not going to get downfield, thanks to the efforts, once again, of Helmsy.
Yeah, Helmsy, really good mind in the first man position. That really seems to be where he's finding the most success right now. That disruptive role where you can go in front, you know, get some bumps or demos, or just winning solid challenges while you're behind the ball. And that can be really tough to contend with, especially a couple of times. I think even Long Beach know it. They're content watching Helmsy. Sometimes he'll cut in if he's in the better spot to just cut back in and stay on that first man rotation. But Long Beach back on the orange half, and they're going to need more than just Helmsy stacks. They're going to need Mango Sticky Rice to continue to be solid on defense. And most importantly, they need offense. There's only been one shot apiece for each team. But Long Beach especially have really been hurting for consistent goal-scoring opportunities. You're not going to get a pinch that flies into the net every single time. You got to create some of your own, and Helmsy just might do that. He sends a gift, and Tactical Whiffs had to fight for the ball. Mango Sticky Rice keeps it in play. Oh, but Helmsy gave Mango Sticky Rice a half chance.
And then back downfield this goes, and just like that, after a near miss on one end, Time scores here, and it's like a 2-goal swing for S&T.
And Sugar's touch, it bounced off the top of the orange car. I believe that was it Sticky Rice? It doesn't matter. The fact is, the second man is thinking, okay, you know, this challenge happens. It's not going to jut like the whole way over my head off the ceiling, right? But instead, like, that weird pinch play happens, and S&T benefit off of it. So, you know, I don't want to put that one all on Long Beach. Like, everyone was in the right position in my eyes on that play. You don't expect that dunk on top, and ooh, S&T almost got insurance.
Sugar will try to add to the lead here, but the ball falls right to Tactical Whiffs. Yet another big clear downfield. The problem is Long Beach State can't get downfield quick enough to keep the pressure on. And so they're kind of losing the battle of field position, and boy, almost fatally so. We're in the final minute now. Time, back off the ceiling, Sugar coming on. Oh, Helmsy and Sticky Rice got there. Now Tactical Whiffs waiting for a pass, trying to go downfield, and Helmsy just couldn't get around on a shot. If he did, we might be tied.
It was a good idea.
Oh, they almost hit that in! Oh, they were that close! That was a colossal breakdown defensively by S&T, and they got away with murder.
Oh, and Sugar almost put the nail in the coffin. Time comes around. The shot was on target, but blocked by Helmsy. And this is crunch time for Long Beach State. It's going to start with Helmsy back on the other side against Sugar. He played it slow. It's a good bounce. Favorable. No shot. They completely missed it. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, and then Helmsy turned. He was trying to bait out the defense. Oh, they went for time in net. Sugar makes the save. Down to 4 seconds. This pops up for Tactical Whiffs. They still have a shot. No, Bernie slams shut the door. And Missouri S&T wins a wild one in Game 5.
Long Beach State had their chances, period. I have given every bit of analysis that you needed in the moment, Stacks. You gave the other half of it. But if we're going to sum up our post-endgame card, whatever, caster, like, whatever, literally, they just didn't hit the ball on offense. Like,
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You know, you look at the last 10 games we had on our broadcast tonight. 1, 2, 3, and 3 games from the last series, all 5 games of this series decided by just 1 goal. That is the Western Conference for you, Jorby. You know, we bring in F. Dot again here. Like we talk so much about, everybody talks about the